Our testimonial talk line is open, 1-866-376-8255. Okay, now we're going to talk about the pins, because I remember when Jay launched these, it was just crazy. They literally 2 colors sold out before we presented them, and this is the only airing of the visit. So when you think Father's Day, when you think graduations, when you think Mother's Day, and Jay, we're going to go through. I'll hold them all, and actually, you know what? Here, we'll start here with our lime green. Okay. Then we have
that's Dino Bone.
Dino Bone. Then we have our salmon. Then we have the. Okay, so we have two Dino Bones. Red Dino Bone or traditional Dino Bone.
Right. Okay, let me just explain this. I brought some props here so I can show you kind of how this works so people understand. Now, these are composite pins because, you know, you can't, okay, so what they do, that's actually Dino Bone. That's red Dino Bone. So you can see where it gets its coloration from. These are composite pins. They contain at least 20% of this material, and then the rest of it, there's no plastic. It's all natural minerals, right, that occur. And then what they do, you know, I just pulled this off because we're doing these pins. Okay. But you can see where they cut. Yep. That's Larimar, and that's Wild Horse there that they've done. Okay, and so what they'll do is, see, they cut these blanks out. Then this goes, and then this actually goes on a machine like that. It's a lathe, and they sit there, and they have like they have a diamond pad, and they go back and forth and they lathe it down. That's how they make these pins. And also everybody, you know, just everyone knows, okay, in these pins, if you have that person in your life, okay, and we all have that person. I happen to be the person in my family, or the people know, they never know what to get me because, you know, and this is, if you've got that person that's really, really tough to buy for, this is the perfect ultimate gift. I tell you what, I have my original turquoise pen that when I first made the prototype, and that must have been 10 years ago, when the person who makes a lot of our sculpted bowls in Scottsdale, Arizona, he's the one that actually does these. So, you know, that actually does the pins also. And he's very creative. These are the slimline version. So they're very comfortable to write with. You can, they're really well made, but you can go to any of the stores that sell you know, products, you know, paper products and pen products, and they will take the standard refills. So if you want to change the color of the ink or anything. But what's really amazing about this is you don't lose them. I have my original turquoise pen. Do you know what that's saying? The only reason I have watches and everything is I actually have them on my wrist. But a pen, thinking about it, you know, like you're always laying it down somewhere or whatever. When you have one of these pens, it's not like having some, because we probably go through 100 pins a month at my house, right? And I still have my turquoise pin. I always know where it's at, but it's the only one I've been able to hang on to, because when you don't, all of a sudden you go, oh, where's my pen? Yeah. And then you go find it, right? It's not like, you know, you just throw it in a drawer or something like that. Also, if you want something that's really impressive, like when you go to the bank or whatever, or if you're signing anything, I can't tell you the number of people that have tried to glom onto my pen in my life.
And you're like, oh no, that's my pen.
That's my pen.
This is
it's
hilarious.
Really easy to identify.
Do you ever remember a show host here named Brian Hyder?
Sure.
Okay, well, so this is hilarious. I used to sit beside him in our offices, and he goes, Connie, I need to get my pen back from you. I'm like, I don't have your pen. He goes, yeah, you do. I go, Brian, I am insulted. I would not take your pen off your desk and keep it. I said, I don't have your pen. He goes, yeah, you do. I'm like, I do not. He goes, Connie, it's right there. It has my initials on it. I'm like, oh, sorry. I don't know how it got on my desk. I really didn't intentionally take it.
A little hard to deny, right? So that's where these are great. So this has got mahogany green turquoise, Dino Bone. I just showed you, and at least 20% or more. This is the salmon coral, and then that's another diamond bone.
And it comes in a beautiful
wonderful
case.
Presentation.
Okay, hang in there. $11 and change on your